I dismissed Marco with a flick of my hand. He didn't argue, but I could feel his eyes on me even as he left, heavy with questions he didn't dare ask. The door shut, leaving silence thick between Isabella and me. She still stood there, defiance etched into every line of her body. No trembling knees, no begging tongue. Most people who entered this office left pale, shaking, drenched in the knowledge that their lives belonged to me. But Isabella, she stood like she had nothing left to lose, and that made her the most dangerous creature I had ever faced. I circled her slowly, like a predator measuring its prey. She turned her head to follow me, but her body stayed rigid, rooted in stubbornness. "You're too calm," I murmured. "Too sure." "I'm not calm," she said. "I'm furious. There's a difference." I stopped behind her, close enough to catch the faint trace of her perfume, sharp and floral. "Fury without power is just noise." Her voice didn't shake. "Then maybe it's time someone taught you how loud noise can get." The corner of my mouth tugged upward despite myself. Insolent, stupid, brave. I wanted to strip every ounce of that defiance from her, until she lay in pieces at my feet. And yet I also wanted to see how far she could take it. I stepped closer, my chest almost grazing her back. She tensed, but didn't move. My hand came up, not to touch, not yet, but to rest against the back of the chair beside her. A cage without bars. "You don't belong in this world, Isabella," I whispered near her ear. "I didn't ask to be dragged into it," she shot back. Her words twisted something in my chest I hadn't felt in years. Guilt, or something like it. I pushed it down, hard. "No," I said coldly, "but now that you're here, you'll learn to survive, or you'll die." She turned then, fast, her face inches from mine. Her eyes burned, bright with hatred. "And you'll be the one to kill me, is that it? If necessary?" We stared at each other, the air between us vibrating, thick with tension I refused to name. For one breathless second, I wanted to close the gap. To feel her mouth under mine, not in tenderness, but in violence, in war. I stepped back instead. Control. Always control. "Enough," I said, voice sharp as glass. "You'll stay here tonight." Her head snapped up. "Excuse me, you heard me?" I moved back behind my desk, reclaiming distance, reclaiming power. "You'll sleep here, in my house, under my roof, where I can watch you." Her hands clenched into fists. "I'm not your prisoner." A slow smile curved my lips. "Aren't you?" She sucked in a breath, fury lighting her face, but she didn't answer. And silence, from someone like Isabella, was more satisfying than victory. I poured another glass of whiskey, letting the burn ground me. If she stayed, I could watch her, study her, break her, piece by piece. That was the plan. That had to be the plan. But as she glared at me across the room, her fire unyielding, something inside me whispered a different truth. That maybe, for the first time, I wasn't the hunter. Maybe I was the prey. The hours dragged like years. I left her in the guest wing, under guard, but sleep was a stranger again. Every noise in the house, every echo of footsteps made me wonder if she was pacing, plotting, thinking of me. I lit another cigarette, leaning against the window, watching the city below. My empire, vast and loyal, built on blood, fear, loyalty, and ruthlessness. I had everything: power, wealth, control, and yet one woman's defiance had set me on fire. It wasn't love. I didn't believe in love. It was war, pure and simple. And wars were meant to be won. I exhaled smoke into the night, my reflection glaring back at me in the glass. "She bend," I said aloud, as if the city needed the reminder, or she break. On another voice, quieter, crueler, whispered back inside my skull. "And what if she breaks you first?"